This is a lateral lunge step up. You can see with this, I am launching off that foot and pressing myself up into a single leg balance stance here with the knee up, and then stepping back down to that lateral lunge and pressing up again. I'm repeating the same leg over and over again. Now, you got to get your lateral lunge form dialed in first, because this is a plyometric, so you got to be able to launch off and land right back into that perfect form. If your form's a little bit off or misaligned, you're going to repeatedly misalign that further and further. That's a lot of impact. So make sure your lateral lunge form is dialed in. But to do that, feet are nice and wide stance. Only as far as I can still get my knee over the foot though, not so far that I can't get the knee over the foot. Feet are parallel. That's the second, third toes parallel to each other, facing straight forward there. When I lunge out over this, one knee stays straight, the other gets over the foot, and I do that by sitting my butt back behind me to keep the knee behind the toes there. Now, when I bend that knee, or as I sit my butt back, I'm going to tilt my torso forward, and I'm going to keep my spine straight in that process. So I'm tilting at the hips. We call this a hip hinge. So my pelvis remains neutral to my spine, and just tilt at the hips here, tilting forward, sending me forward there, and then my head's back nice in line with the rest of my spine there. All right, so from there, and all that great form we've got lying and wound up here, I'm just going to press and launch off that foot, get into that single leg balance pose up here with the knee floating up here at about hip height, and then I'll step back down carefully, softly, put that foot down and control your descent back into the form that you just started with. Pushing off, balancing, and then back down, soft landing. Soft landing with good controlled form every time. That there is your single leg lateral lunge step up.